Have you ever felt like the invisible one in your own family? Like no matter what you did, no matter how much you gave, you just never mattered as much as they did? Well, this Christmas, I learned the hard way what happens when you finally stand up for yourself. And trust me, the payback was sweet. If you've ever dreamed of standing up to the people who've overlooked you or taken you for granted, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready to hear one of the most satisfying revenge stories you'll ever hear. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. The living room was warm, despite the chill creeping into my heart. It was Christmas Eve, the night where families gather to exchange love and gifts. But as I sat perched on the edge of the floral armchair that had been in my parents' living room for as long as I could remember, it felt like everything was still cold. My parents were beaming with pride, watching Juliet, my sister, tear open a box. "Mom, Dad, it's exactly what I wanted. $4,300, you shouldn't have." Juliet squealed, holding up a cream-colored Gucci Marmot bag. She bounced on her knees like a 16-year-old, even though she was 26. Mom and Dad were both delighted. "Only the best for our baby girl," they said in unison. I could feel my hands tightening around the small envelope in my lap. I hadn't even opened it yet, but I already knew it wasn't going to be good. I slowly, deliberately, tore off the wrapping paper. Inside was a $2 Christmas card with a snow-capped mountain scene and a simple printed season's greetings. No handwritten note, no gift card, no check, just a $2 reminder of everything I had ever been to them, an afterthought, a last-minute effort. I didn't let the tremor in my hands show, but my heart shattered right there, in that living room filled with the warmth of the fireplace and the laughter of my family. I looked up and met Aunt Margaret's eyes. She saw it too. She knew what I had known my whole life. My worth never matched Juliet's. My voice, my dreams, my existence was always second. I folded the card, the edges crinkling, and slipped it into my pocket, my fingers betraying me with a slight shake. "I think I need some fresh air," I said, my voice steady, though my insides were burning with rage and sadness. No one really cared. No one even looked up. They were all too caught up in Juliet's new Gucci bag to notice their daughter slipping away from them. I stepped outside into the cold night, my coat scratching at my wrists as I buttoned it up slowly. Each button was a deflection of the overwhelming pain inside me. The drive to Council Crest Park was short, but every second felt like a lifetime. I parked facing the overlook. The city of Portland sprawled beneath me like a blanket of twinkling lights. And that's when it hit me. The realization that for 29 years, I had been invisible to the people who were supposed to love me unconditionally. That Christmas card wasn't just a slap in the face. It was the symbol of my entire life. Years of giving, years of love, and yet, here I was, standing alone in the dark, trying to find a way to matter. I wiped my tears away, but the question lingered. When did I become so invisible to them? A month passed in silence. My family barely contacted me, save for the occasional group message or impersonal call from Mom. But Aunt Margaret, she called often. She was the only one who saw me, the only one who understood what it felt like to be dismissed by my parents. One Tuesday after work, I spread old family photos across my living room floor, each image a painful reminder of how my existence had been overlooked. My birthday celebrations had always been an afterthought. Juliet's were always the highlight. Their support for me, a simple note of, "You'll need to work part-time for expenses. Juliet, don't worry about anything but your studies." I saw it clearly now. 29 years of self-sufficiency, years of being ignored, years of pretending I didn't mind. But I did mind. I had every right to mind. And I wasn't going to stay silent anymore. I sent the last text. "Sorry, I have plans." No excuses. No promises. And the phone calls, the requests for help from my family, no more. I took control of my life. I invested in myself. I signed up for pottery classes, something I'd always wanted to do but had never had the time for. I was building my life, piece by piece, not just with clay, but with self-respect. I was becoming someone new, someone strong. And as each day passed, I realized that the gift I'd always wanted, love and validation, couldn't be demanded. It had to come from me, not from them. The breaking point came when I was asked to help Juliet move into her new luxury apartment. It was the final straw. The old Elise would have dropped everything to help. Not anymore. I texted her back. Good luck with the move. And when Mom texted me about hosting Easter dinner, I simply replied, I'm not available. No explanation. No apology. For the first time, I was standing my ground. A few months later, it was clear that things had shifted. Juliet, struggling with her own finances, started asking me for advice. Can you help me find an affordable apartment? And I did. I gave her a budget plan, taught her how to live within her means. But that was it. I wasn't her safety net anymore. I wasn't anyone's. Finally, I realized that all the years of hurt and frustration hadn't been my fault. The pattern wasn't something I could change on my own, but the moment I stopped playing along with their expectations, everything changed. The gift wasn't in the revenge. It was in reclaiming my life, my worth, my boundaries. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and let me know in the comments. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more stories that remind us all that we deserve respect and love on our own terms.